Hey guys, welcome back. Today's project is to try and get the door, or the driver's door, to fit better. We got a decent gap up here, but then it gets really tight down here. So it's not, it looks on the video like there's a gap, but for example right here where my hand is, it's actually right up against the door. So there's a couple different ways of doing this. So what I've done before in other cars is I would cut, or I would grind this off here and take that back and then weld it up. So basically as soon as you ground off here, you're ended up with basically three pieces of metal: the outside skin, the inside skin that's wrapped around, and then the actual door. So you have to be careful with that it doesn't come apart. So I'm doing it a bit at a time, like doing about 4 or 5 inches at a time. So here's one where I just welded it. So I ground it down till you get basically the three pieces of metal which I showed you. And then if you get the heat just right on the weld, you're actually melting into it rather than building up a weld. So you can see the gap stays the same, so you just clean it up. Well, it's pretty even. I got some more bits to do, but I'm out of welder gas, so I got to build up a bit here, a couple of spots here. Got to build up a bit more weld to get it even gap top to bottom, but I'm 75-80% way there. So while it does look even from a distance, you can see it's not. There's a high spot, or whatever you want to call it. That's a lot closer there than it is up here. So I got to address that, because in bare metal it doesn't look too bad, but by the time this is done and painted, that'll look awful. So this is what I'm going to do. So I'm going to use a piece of masking tape to get my straight line. So I'm going to go from probably this seam here down and try and get an average. I know I got some to take off down here. So I know I got to take some off here. Then I can add a bit here. So what I might do is I might move this over a wee bit more that way, so I don't have to add too much. Again, I don't think this has to be absolutely perpendicular, but I will measure it to see how it lands. This way I got taken a wee bit off. I'll start from here, do some measurements. Don't know if this is the best way to measure, but looks like 3/8 to the tape line there. Wish I could see. Looks like 3/8 to the tape line there. So my tape line is straight. So the next step is clean this up. If I go through anywhere, go through my weld, then I will have to tack weld it up. But that should get it all nice and straight. Once it's nice and straight, then I'm going to just use a hand file to get the curve, like to get the edge nice. Because if I use a flap wheel or something, they just go too fast for something like that. I find just a file will get a nicer curve to the edge of that. And then I'll do the top part when I'm done. Well, here it is, all done. Nice even top to bottom. So the edges are a bit rough. A little bit of a pinhole, that's not a pinhole, but dent there. So the whole thing's going to be skim coated with filler. We'll fill in anything minor imperfections, but it is even top to bottom now. So I'm happy with it. So thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.